Hi everyone, I'm Mark Rosenthal with you on this Sunday night with a special edition of Weatherblast.com because we have the potential for a major snowstorm once again, folks. I know you don't want to hear it. Boy, we got away with murder in February. Murder, right? Murder, it's just a shot away, Mick Jagger would say. But now we're going to pay the price over the next, next couple of weeks, certainly in terms of cold. And I don't think this is going to be the last snow threat. March is a long month. Anyway, we've got lots to talk about, so let's just jump to it, shall we? Here's the deal. Weather headline would suggest a major snowstorm Monday night and Tuesday. Heaviest Boston southeast, blizzard conditions possible. It is possible. Power outages, coastal flooding, beach erosion, the whole 9 yards all over again. Although I'm not looking for major coastal flooding because the tides are not astronomically high. All right, let's look at the watches and warnings. In blue, we have a winter storm watch across a good chunk of New England from Monday night into Tuesday evening. Now, national temperatures, I want to show you what's going on here. We do have a chunk of cooler. Well, let me erase that from the last time I did Weatherblast. We do have a chunk of cooler to colder air building up in central Canada, and some of this will be seeping south late tomorrow and straight on through Tuesday. But you know something, I'm more concerned about cold air coming down from above. So that's what's going to be happening during the height of the storm Tuesday morning through Tuesday night. We cool down as the pressure's lower. Let's look at the latest satellite loop, and I want to show you exactly what's going on here. I'm using my little cursor, so it's going to be a little slow, but just bear with me. Oh, there's a bear with you? Yes, there is. All right, so seriously, here is the situation. We're looking at this package of energy back into the northern plains states coming out of Canada and another area of moisture down in the southeastern states. So these two are going to link up and form one heck of a storm off the Mid-Atlantic coast, intensifying, moving slowly out to the northeast, passing southeast of Cape Cod by late Tuesday afternoon. So the worst of the storm from midday Tuesday till about 8 o'clock Tuesday night. That's what I'm thinking right now. As we look at the latest radar loop, I want to show you what's going on here. And you will see some light rain and snow that's developing back into the northern plains. Here, a little snow around Minnesota. We have some snow and rain in Kentucky and Tennessee. And again, this area is going to be building. We have some thunderstorms developing down in the southeastern states from about Tallahassee, Florida, into the Gulf of Mexico. Lots of moisture available, lots of dynamics. There's going to be a big trough of low pressure swinging south, and everything is just going to go crazy, as they say. A lot of dynamics happening here, folks. So let's see what's going on now in terms of the weather map. This is valid for 8 o'clock Monday night. We have low pressure developing off to our southeast. It's a 987 millibar low. The snow is still off to our south. As we jump ahead to Tuesday morning, there is one heck of a gale center southeast of New England. Now, herein lies the rub. If the track were to shift further to the east, then the heaviest snow would shift further to the east. But the inverse of that is if the track shifts further to the west, the heaviest snow goes all the way back to the Berkshires. But right now, we think there's going to be a formidable storm, probably about 150, 200 miles south of Nantucket by 8 o'clock Tuesday morning, moving slowly to the northeast. Now, as we jump to our next map situation here, and we look at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we have a 967 millibar low. This should be going nuts in Boston with heavy snow from about Portland to Boston, maybe to Worcester to Providence to Cape Cod. But again, any shift of this track further east or further west is going to make all the difference in the world. If it were to shift too far west, we'd fight rain on Cape Cod and have a true blizzard in Boston. If it shifts too far east, the heaviest snow would be confined to eastern and southeastern New England. That's still a possibility. I was looking at the European model, and they say the heaviest snow is going to be on the Cape and the Islands. The NAM says that Boston gets 22 inches, Taunton gets 29, and Plymouth gets 25. So we'll see here what is the real world. So let me just lose this cursor and tell you that the next map we're going to show you is at 8 o'clock Tuesday night with a 969 millibar low well east of Cape Cod. The snows will be winding down. They're getting bombed, though, on the coast of Maine, Nova Scotia with hurricane force winds. How much snow are we talking about in the greater Boston area? 6 to 12 inches from Boston to Worcester to Hartford. It could be more, it could be less. 12 to 18, the jackpot from about Brockton, Plymouth to Cape Cod. Once you get on the western side of 495, 6 inches or more. Again, this forecast is subject to change based on the storm track. Partly cloudy and cold overnight, lows in the 20s, bundle up. And now here's your 5-day forecast, starting with tomorrow. We're talking about thickening clouds. It'll be near 40 in Boston, winds turning east. Snow could break out after 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Heavy snow all day Tuesday, perhaps in a Tuesday evening, probably winding down after about 8 o'clock at night. Temperatures falling back to about 30 in Boston, low and mid-20s at night. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, variable clouds, winter cold, temperatures only in the mid-30s. So, let me just bring this little cursor back up here. I shall come back on camera and tell you that I have a moderate confidence in at least 6 inches of snow in Boston. There could be over a foot. The storm track is so important, but I've seen some shifts on the model over the last couple of hours that the heaviest may be to our southeast, but I'm not buying that quite yet. I think we're in for a moderate to a major snowfall, but just sort of hang with me, folks. For the rest of the night, we'll have a very important update very late tonight into tomorrow morning. Of course, I'll see you then. Driving in your car, you want to turn on the radio, it's easy. 99.1 FM WPLM, and you can hear me there as well. For now, I'm Mark Rosenthal. Enjoy your evening.